What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Big George Foreman, the mean, fat-reducing machine champion, has said some very interesting comments concerning Deontay Wilder and his trilogy fight with Tyson Fury, and this is what he had to say. He said that Wilder, give him another chance. He can beat Fury easily, okay? Former, the two-time heavyweight champion, has revealed that if he counseled Deontay Wilder in the aftermath of his technical knockout loss to Tyson Fury back in February, he says that it would be an easy victory for Deontay Wilder, okay? Now, Wilder suffered his first career defeat and lost the WBC strap, okay, when he was dropped twice and stopped in the 7th round after his corner threw in the towel. We know this if you guys follow my channel. If you don't, that's what happened. Okay, the first time around, 2018, of course, we know what happened. It was in a boxing clinic by Tyson Fury, but he was dropped twice. And that's what actually made it more dramatic, because that's what could hinder him from winning the fight. A lot of people thought, well, it was actually Deontay Wilder that brought the action. Well, he did bring the action, but he brought the conflict. He brought the resistance, and that was the only resistance in that fight. It wasn't Deontay Wilder's boxing ability. It wasn't the fact that he was pressing the action. It was the fact that he was able to drop Tyson Fury, and in the last round, it was almost a knockout due to counting him out. So, and it ended in a draw. Okay, so George Foreman has stated that he's had a conversation with Deontay Wilder, and this is what he had to say. He said, "I'd had a nice conversation with Wilder. Nice conversation with him. We talked because I was in a position where I lost unexpectedly with the title in Africa. Only I know what he's going through," Foreman told TMZ. "He's going to have to live with the Fury loss, but I can show him how to live with that and come back better. We've talked a lot on those lines." He says, Foreman believes Wilder, with the correct adjustments, can beat Fury, and he can win the trilogy fight in style, okay? In style. Not only beat him, Wilder can do it easily, said George Foreman. Given another chance, he'll show you, Foreman said. Wow. Okay. Foreman has a lot of confidence. And don't get me wrong, I take nothing away from George Foreman. George Foreman is, the two-time heavyweight champion of the world. He was the young Foreman with the fro, the vicious Foreman that wanted to kill Ali in the ring and things of that nature, and dropped Frazier 7 times before stopping him ultimately. All right? And Frazier was the one that beat Ali and gave him his first loss. So, yes, George Foreman is a force to be reckoned with. In fact, me counterpunching George Foreman has done something that Deontay Wilder hasn't done. He wasn't able to stop the man to stop the man. Okay? What do I mean by that? I mean that Deontay Wilder has not beat that marquee top fighter yet. He beat Ortiz, and an older Ortiz, an undefeated Ortiz. But Ortiz wasn't regarded as the best fighter. He was just regarded as supposedly the most avoided fighter. That's not good enough. Okay, it ain't. Let's be real. It's not good enough because Ortiz hasn't proved himself to other fighters to show where he's at on that totem pole, okay? We don't know that. We don't know where he's at. Now, if he starts going up and kicking ass, that makes Deontay Wilder look better, especially if Wilder starts winning again. You know what I mean? Because what he said would actually come to pass to be true. But it can't, because we don't know what Ortiz is about. We don't know how he would do against Dillian White or Andy Ruiz. It's really not his fault, because Andy Ruiz bitched out. Let's be real. Okay? But as far as Dillian White and guys like that, and Joe Joyce and Charles Martin and Adam Kalnacki and Dominique Brazil and a lot of fighters that haven't even tasted what Luis Ortiz has to offer. So that's the only thing that Deontay Wilder done on his side. Okay, stay with me. But when it came to Tyson Fury, he wasn't able to seal the deal. And I know what George Foreman's doing. George Foreman is comparing himself and how he lost to Ali to how Deontay Wilder lost to Ali. It was just a round earlier. But Ali put him down, and he stayed down. He was knocked out. He didn't beat the count. Okay? And Ali wasn't known to be a puncher. But guess what? Is George Foreman blaming it on Glovegate? Blaming it on drugged fighter conspiracies? Is he blaming any of this? No. He's only talking about his strategy on how he can make Deontay Wilder a better fighter and prepare him to beat Tyson Fury. Not just beat him in style, and beat him easily. Okay? So that's the confidence George Foreman has. I love it. I love that, because I know that George Foreman is very knowledgeable. He knows what he's doing. However, this is something I have to counterpunch, because I have to keep it real. I got to draw it all the way down the middle. Okay? Since he is comparing his loss to Muhammad Ali, right? The great Muhammad Ali, a.k.a. Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay, right? The GOAT. To Deontay Wilder's loss to Tyson Fury. It's a bad example. Very bad analogy. Why? Because George Foreman never beat Ali. He only fought him once. He never mustered up the courage or the confidence to fight him again. So how is that guy with once a fro, the big hard body punching George Foreman that chopped trees and shit like that, how was this guy that destroyed Joe Frazier able to get confidence back or show Deontay Wilder confidence when he never did it himself? He never beat Muhammad Ali. So how can he be an example for Deontay Wilder to beat Tyson Fury? That's my question. Not saying he can't teach them anything. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the comparison was bad. It was bad because he doesn't have any, that comparison that he used, Muhammad Ali never gave him that opportunity, but he didn't want that opportunity. He blamed it on Africa. Right? And it took him years mentally to really bounce back. So it's hard for me to fathom, to believe that George Foreman can teach Deontay Wilder how to beat Tyson Fury easily when he couldn't do it himself. Maybe he's trying to precariously live through Deontay Wilder and do something that he couldn't do by beating Muhammad Ali, where he can show Deontay Wilder that, hey, you can actually do this. I didn't do it, but I know I have the courage and I know I have the confidence in you that you can do it, because maybe at the time he was scared. Maybe he just wasn't ready. But it took him years. And of course, when George Foreman came back, Muhammad Ali was retired years after, before that. Okay. So to be fair, that's what he could be talking about. That's what I hope he's talking about, because him mentioning his loss to Muhammad Ali, it's a bad analogy because he never did anything to redeem himself. If George Foreman would have been beat or upset by Muhammad Ali to this day, he would be on that redemption list that I've created. Okay? And that's point blank and period. Now, the good thing is Deontay Wilder is listening to him. He's hearing what he has to say. That's a good thing, because when you're opening up to another perspective, you're listening for a reason. You're not listening just to listen. You're listening because you want to learn something, because whatever you did in the second fight did not work. Okay? Not blame it on the trainers or whatever. He hasn't done that. You know what I mean? But he is listening to someone else besides his corner. All right. So we have to make that apparent. He's listening to George Foreman. So if George Foreman can show him how to do it and beat him in style, that actually helps George Foreman mentally, because he was beat by Muhammad Ali, and he never avenged that. Okay, maybe he can do so in helping Deontay Wilder, another generation, get over something that he once suffered. But don't blame it on Muhammad Ali fight because you never done what you say you can do for another fighter. Don't do that. Hades, no, please don't do that, because that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Just make him a better fighter because he's listening to you, because you're a legend. Okay? In the ring and out of the ring with the grill. I love the grill. I loved the grill. You know, but I'm not sure if he can. I hope he can, because I hope Deontay Wilder can actually learn something. You know, I have my doubts, but I hope he can. I want to be proved wrong. I don't want to think about a person, he ain't going to do shit. He going to get beat up again, right? I want that fighter to prove me wrong. I'm different from other people. You know, other people with channels, they're just content with being right, right? I want someone that I doubt to prove me wrong. And if George Foreman can help Deontay Wilder through this hard time and this difficult time of a defeat, and regrow him and rebuild him and turn him into something that he has not been in the last 43 fights, that would be amazing. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about George Foreman's statement. Can he rebuild Deontay Wilder? Can he train Deontay Wilder to beat Tyson Fury and do it in style and easily? You guys tell me in the comments below. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.